Hello, beautiful people. Hello, Facebook. How are you all today? It's good to see you live. It's been a while since I did my last live. And if you are new and it's the first time that you see me live, welcome, warmly welcome. My name is Natalia. I am an inner mastery and consciousness mentor. And if you happen to catch this live, please say hi, say who you are. And if you catch this on a replay, please hashtag replay and let me know you watched it. Today is going to be a short live because there's something that I repeatedly talk with to my clients, and something that I see um, that is coming up as a question. And there was a recently question asked in my group, the Vortex. And if you are not yet a member of this group, I suggest that you find the link underneath this video and you join the group, so you could also ask me questions and participate in the conversations with other members. So the question was about the consciousness and the place of body in the work on consciousness. And I'm going to talk to you briefly about what I call unification of consciousness and what all the work that we are doing is for. Now, there is your body, which is the only thing we in existence, and your physical body is your relative reality as long as it's alive. Now, there is a dimension that is out of existence, and that is a dimension of consciousness. We call it supreme consciousness, God consciousness, or pure consciousness. All relates to that vast dimension of consciousness, which is out of existence. So, what we are doing with the work of on consciousness, we are unifying our beautiful body and the dimension of pure or supreme consciousness. So your body functions with the supreme intelligence, and your body functions with the pure energy, the pure energy of consciousness, of pure consciousness. Now, in order to do that, there is your body, and then there is consciousness. And both your body is a living reality that is living now. Your body is always now. Your body is not the product of the past. And the consciousness that you are, the pure intelligence that you are, is also now. Now, in between the pure intelligence and your body, there is a something that is artificially created due to our living experience, and that is what we call our personal self or ego, which is the product of the past. So what happens is that the ego sits in between your body and the pure consciousness that you are. And what it does, it constantly overlays itself and imposes in itself on the reality which is in front of you, which means that often you don't see things clearly and straight as they are, and you see them through the lenses of your past memory. And that is what the personal self does. So all the work that we are doing, we are not transcending the body. And that's very important that you understand, because there are quite a few immature teachers who are taking you out of your body. And I've seen that people get completely confused about where exactly they are, and get into some kind of semi-delusional states. That is not the work that we are doing here. Hi, Jana. It's good to see you live. It's absolutely not the work that we are doing here. We are never going transcending the body. You are going to transcend the body when you are going to leave the body completely. That is the transcendence of the body. No, that's absolutely not what we are doing here. Your consciousness, the pure consciousness that you are, and your body needs to function as one, and which is why I always talk of embodiment, and that is what it means, to reduce the impact, the interference of your personal self or your ego, to dissolve it completely if that's possible for you. So the pure consciousness is embodied, meaning that pure consciousness is grounded in your body, and then when it's grounded in your body, of course your brain functions with a supreme intelligence that is behind your mind. Well, I repeat, your mind is a collection of the past memory, and all it does, it imposes itself onto the present moment, and you do not see the reality which is in front of you. And your body functions with, often with, mental and emotional movements, which movements of thoughts, movements of emotions, most of which are subconscious. Now all of that imposes itself into the pure consciousness that you are. So your body, and once we go through the process of clearing of the personal self and ego, all that energy, all that psychological, emotional, and mental energy that is held in the blueprints and structures of the personal self, transforms and is consolidated back into that pure energy of consciousness. So you become just one, your body is working with that pure energy of consciousness. So so the intelligence and pure energy becomes one, and both of these aspects function together with your body. This is what we are talking about when we are talking about embodiment of consciousness. And when you embody this as your daily living reality, you are living your highest human possibility, and you are absolutely grounded, you are intelligent, you are receptive, you are intuitive, and that is how you can easily and effortlessly function in your daily life. Because what I see, another mistake a lot of people are making, especially the ones that are working in a spiritual field, again taught by the immature teachers, so who are taking them outside of the body, and then you are not doing the right thing. You are focusing on the dimension outside of existence, let's say the consciousness outside of existence, and you know yourself as consciousness, for example, but you do not know how to unify the body and the consciousness. Yeah, so you are kind of looking only at the dimension of outside existence. Maybe you are connecting to that from time to time, or maybe you know that you are aware that your nature is consciousness, but that is not enough. That is not enough to power to give you power to do in your life things that life wants to do through you. Because for that, your consciousness needs to be unified and your body needs to function with that supreme intelligence that you are. So if you are not bringing that intelligence into your body and operate your daily life from this position, you are missing a tremendous power and tremendous opportunity, which is already there. It's already there within you. It's like you have, I don't know, the super powerful network installed in your house, and you are just using it from time to time, connecting to it in meditation or things like that. No, 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 no. It must be your daily living reality. Yeah, your body must operate with that intelligence and with that energy in your daily life. And this is super, super, super important. Your body is a part, is an inherited part of the consciousness that you are. You cannot separate the body from this process. Yeah, the body is your reality, as I said, is your relative reality as long as the body is alive. And consciousness, the supreme consciousness that you are, is the ultimate reality that was here before your body was born and will be here after your body dies. And once both of them function together and are unified, that is when magic happens. That's when miracles start to happen in your life. And this is exactly the work that we do. We are not taking you to out there. We are not taking you in semi-delusional state, as some of the teachers will probably say. We are applying that supreme intelligence in your daily life, in all areas of your life, everywhere. Yeah, because if you apply this intelligence in your business, of course it's going to transform what you do in the most powerful way. And of course, if you've been following me and you know what I'm talking about, I always say that your business must become an expression of supreme intelligence, of supreme consciousness, or life. Life has to come through your body and that to do what it wants to do, not what your little ego wants to do, because it's absolutely irrelevant what your ego wants to do. It's just that it just prevents you from living and embodying your full potential and expressing the full possibilities of what you are here to do. Yeah, so, and for that you need to apply that supreme consciousness in your business. If it comes to relationship, again, the same thing. The same supreme consciousness needs to be expressed in that context. So in all areas of life, yeah, don't see that spirituality is something that is again separate. It's not. It's again one of the biggest misunderstandings that teachers are not conveying to you, probably because they are not living the truth, they are not embodying the truth themselves. So they say, well, this is a spirituality, and we connect, and we fly away, and we are all fairy, 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 and all of that. No, 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 no. We bring that dimension into reality, yeah, in every aspect of our life, because life is total and whole. It cannot be separated. It is only our mind that divides, yeah, that divides. Well, if I need to run my business, I need it's separate thing. My relationship is separate, my self-expression is separate, my fulfillment is separate. It is again the biggest misunderstanding, because due to the lack of clarity, the lack of the total perception. Your consciousness is total and whole, and life that you are is total and whole. And there is no need to manage it as a different compartments of your life. What you need is to unify your consciousness, that your body and supreme consciousness function as one, and then that unification of consciousness produces an impact on all areas of your life. That's the most efficient way to live. Not only efficient, but the right way to live. Not in a separation and division as we have been conditioned to live due to our mind's conditioned mind. Not like that. No, no. The totality of life. We see the totality of life, we embody this totality of life, and then we bring it to all areas of our life as one life. And that is the way to live, and that is the way to approach your daily life. And that state of unification of consciousness can and should become your daily living reality as uninterrupted state. And this is all work that I do. This is what I train people to do. So if you are someone who is watching this and wants or are drawn, are called to be the facilitator of supreme consciousness, get in touch with me, because that is something that what we are training to do, what I teach you how to do. And of course, if you want to discover the dimension of consciousness, or if you know yourself as consciousness but you are not quite embodying that, which is the case for so many awakening entrepreneurs and leaders, so get in touch with me as well. There are various ways how we can work together depending on what exactly is needed for you. Does anyone want to ask me a question? Those guys who are live now, it's a good opportunity. Jana, do you want to ask me anything? You've been listening to what I had to share. It's a short live today, but if there is any question, I can answer that. And of course, as I mentioned, there is a group, the Vortex, Awakening of Consciousness and Inner Mastery for leaders. You are most welcome to join this group and to be connected with many people. There are many people who are serious about their work in consciousness, who are truly working on that, and I know many of them personally. I work with some of them, so if you still haven't joined this group, please do so. And okay, if there are no questions, thank you so much for being with me today. Can you explain some more on embodiment part? Okay, so there is your body, which is perfect. It's already perfect because it's designed by life or by God, whichever way you want to call it, yeah. And there is your consciousness, which is supreme. We call it supreme or pure consciousness, which is also perfect. because that's who you truly are. And both of them need to function together. But the problem is that in between your body, your beautiful body, and your beautiful consciousness is that thing which is called the personal self or ego, which is entirely based on the past. It's your past conditioning. It's your past blueprints and structures. It's your past memory. It's all your identifications. I am this, I am that. I like this, I don't like that. All of that is your personal self. So the consciousness, so let's say you are 100 times here the potential in consciousness, in pure or supreme consciousness, than you are in that limited, constrained identity, which is your personal self or ego, because it's a very limited consciousness. Yeah, it's very self-centered and limited by all these structures, very structured consciousness. So the supreme consciousness is there, it's communicating to you, and it wants to come through your body. But once it starts directing you, doing what you should be doing, it comes against all these structures, the blueprints and all this conditioning that is there from the past, because it's still there energetically. So it distorts. So it's coming through you, but it cannot come through you in that full power and potential as it can, because of these structures which are preventing it to come through your body. And that is the whole aspect of embodiment, that we dissolve that blueprints and structures of the personal self and ego, that your body and that supreme consciousness starts to function as one. What do you mean with what the supreme consciousness wants to do? Well, see, there is the Monica, I think you've been in my recent masterclass where we talk about that you and I are just the cells in the entire body of humanity. So we are not separate from the totality of life, and every cell needs to do what it's designed to do by life, right? If you look at your body, it's a very simple and clear example that I gave in this masterclass, that all cells in your body, they function harmoniously as one to sustain the entire aliveness of your body, right? But imagine that we are the cells, we are the same as the body, as the cells, just on a larger scale of humanity. And imagine that each of us have a separate identity that we call a personal self that has been conditioned. Well, yes, getting out of resistances is one of the ways, of course, of the personal self. It's conditioned. Let's say the self says, well, I don't want to do what life wants me to do, but I want to do my thing. And that's how so many of us operate. We miss that what life wants us to do, and we do what we think we want to do. Yeah, our willful intention that we need to have our way, and then ensoulment. Well, I don't use the word soul because soul is also the construct of the mind, but I'm not going to go into that today. But yeah, it's another concept. We want to get rid of all the concepts so we can see reality and operate through the clear, pure intelligence. Yeah. So You understand, Monique. Yeah, so the life wants you to do something, but then there is a resistance because you have your own ideas what you want to do. And that's why we are dissolving whatever is in the way in between your body and that supreme consciousness that you are. So you are embodied. Yeah, the supreme, you are an embodied truth. Another term that I'm using. You are an embodied truth. Yeah, and that's, see, because in the conditioned way that we've been used to live in our world, our mind is driving us. And you can observe it for yourself very clearly that there is always the mind thinking, we have to go here, we have to do this, and we have to do that, and we have to do this, and that. And we are doing so much things that we actually don't need to be doing because we don't know how life operates, because life is a totality. And if you know how life operates, you would actually reduce your activity because you would only do what life wants you to do through that movement, that intuitive movement that does not come from your mind. That comes either through as knowing, and that comes as energy that makes your body do something. And that is what I call embodiment. Yeah, so you are more integrated within. You function as total and whole, not as a different wants or different beliefs or different emotions. No, you are very consolidated, integrated. You're integrated as this in the vast life that you are. So you just become just a cell, and then life makes your body move. Yeah, like I don't do anything until I'm moved to do that. And this is something what you can experiment as well. If I feel to do this live, I just do that in the moment, because there is this movement that comes through me that I have to say that because that's important to convey, because I see that people still do not have clarity, and I understand that, because the process of working on consciousness is not always straightforward, especially where there are so many people talking about consciousness who are not really living the truth themselves, and they are confused themselves. They're still in the recovering process, and they still are trying to teach, and what they teach is half truths, of course. So I understand that there is a lot of confusion about that, which is why I'm doing this live, to clarify in the process what exactly it means. And that means your body and pure intelligence. That is how you were designed. That's how you were born. And if you look at babies, they operate exactly like that. Their mind is not yet developed, their conditioning is not yet developed. They are just moved by life. The pure life, the pure, pure energy. And this is the similar what we are returning to. I'm not saying that you are becoming ignorant like babies. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you are coming back to that, returning back to that state where there is just a pure body and pure consciousness and nothing else in between. And that is unification of consciousness, and that is embodiment. Did I answer your question, Monique? I hope I did. If there is anything you want me to clarify, just let me know. Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? I agree, but I don't have any questions right now. Thank you, Cornelia. Well, you're a member of the Vortex, I guess, the Facebook group. You can always post the questions there and start a discussion. And there are other members who can answer you as well. Okay, my love, thank you so much for being here with me. Yeah, now this live got longer than it it was intended to, but I hope it served you. Once again, thank you so much. If you find this video on a replay on my YouTube channel, please subscribe for more content like that. And wherever you find this video, please feel free to share and make it available for more people to see. Thank you so much once again, and I look forward to seeing you soon.